talked about wanting to help people of all ages, genders, and life paths to find common ground and a sense of belonging. Why is that important?
I grew up in a town called Medfield, Massachusetts, which is in the eastern part of the state. And it was an affluent community. My parents moved there because the school systems were good and they had a lot of resources. I had a lot of different learning disorders that we didn't know at the time. I didn't feel like I fit in. And the harder I would try, the more I felt like I was swimming upstream. It was very difficult for me to do well in school. I didn't want to go to college. I was seen as disruptive. And when I would communicate that I didn't want to go to college, and when I wasn't doing well in school, it was seen as a problem by my teachers, my parents, and I didn't feel understood. And I see that being able to create safe spaces, whether it's in my culture at Desco, in the physical space at Venture Way, working with students, people of all ages, to recognize that even though we might not understand why someone's behaving or choosing certain ways of life or ways of being, or even not even choosing. When I look at students now, now we have ADHD on the rise, we have depression on the rise, and there's way different levels of consciousness and how we're creating safer spaces for youth. We have a long way to go in how we provide these healing ways of bringing education and just presence to adults to create the space for future generations. So in a lot of ways, what I'm doing now is healing for me, because a lot of the ways that I am now with my kids, now that they're getting older, and people in the community, my people at work too, how I respond very differently. So it takes a community of people, we're social mammals, to support each other, and that's what I seek out to do in whatever iteration that is, whether it's a physical building, it's a phone conversation, but Venture Way is really my ability to create that in an expansive way in a physical space.